day 2 of the high frequency conjugate shenanigans. And game plan of the day is gonna be running speed deadlifts, stiff legs, then some speed bench, feel good front squats, and accessories. And I know you're probably thinking, hey Seth, I thought you didn't love speed deadlifts, but the thing is, I'm gonna do something that I've never done on speed deads before. And that is absolute intent on pulling right instead of just pulling fast, which means we are gonna stay over the bar and in the quads. And competing RPS, so we're taking advantage of the no shoe rule. And I won't know for sure whether or not this is a good programming decision until Thursday's heavy pulls. So what I gotta do for now is make sure intent is high enough that it becomes a good programming decision. Woo! Holy shit, that actually feels like a leg press. I don't know, optimism levels after that are very freaking high.
Very high.
Miana usually bullshits me on whether or not a lift is good though, so I can't really trust her. Anyways, we're gonna run some deficit stiff legs now. And like, this probably isn't the best spot that I could fit these, but my big concern with them is I don't want the low back fatigue bleeding into my main squat. So I think that running them today is gonna be the best solution for that problem while still allowing me to run them. Borrowed cold straps because I left mine in the basement, and these things are ridiculously long. Not gonna cook them too hard though, considering I still gotta pull in another 2 days, 3 days, maybe. I forget what day it is. Oh, yeah. And I think the biggest advantage of this frequency split for me might actually be the fact that because I have more barbell pressing slots, I can actually afford to run a speed bench without taking away from the barbell hypertrophy intense stuff. Also, Cole is vlogging again. I'll post a link to his channel in the description, but please don't watch it. And I think we're gonna use this as an opportunity to do something that has been frightening with the pec. Bands. Bands are the thing that has been frightening, to be clear. And plan here is to run a 5x5 as short of rest period as possible. It's light, but the Monster Minis should be hefty enough to give me something to punch through. And I just went like back to back to back to back to back without getting off the bench. So I don't know what I'll do in the edit, but shit felt good. And now it is time for the last barbell slot of the day, which I'm not super looking forward to because front squats, but they're good for me, so I'll suck it up. And the only goal here is to really just make sure like my quads, my hips, my knees and stuff are all feeling fresh after the big squat on the weekend, so I ain't gonna push too crazy. But I mean, we probably need more than 135 on the bar. And like, stuff is stiff right now, so this might not look great, but that's kind of the entire point of this slot. I also don't really know where to film from on this rack, so hopefully this works. And my way of justifying to myself wearing knee sleeves and hack squat is that I'm not wearing them on these. Feels good, but glad that's over with. And I'm thinking because Joel isn't here, gonna go full asshole mode on the pull downs. Yeah? Oh, well. Never mind. We're gonna save that for a moment or two. Delts first. And I don't know, since the first time I ran these with Cole, been a big old fan of the cable doodad. Also, it's an excuse to hold big back balls without making Darrell feel too uncomfortable. And it was distracting staring at Craig while I was doing those, so I had to go over here for rear delts. View ain't as good over here, but we'll dig into some work. And I'm figuring we might as well do some therapeutic pec touch-ins while we are over here. To be clear, I still hate the strength curve on this machine so freaking much. And as promised, asshole pull downs for when Joel is watching. And no worries if you're the way. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I always wonder.
Yeah.
It's always if it's on, it's not.
Well, it's like I honestly think it does better when there's people in it because
It
makes
more real.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
I've seen some of your content.
yeah, so don't sweat it.
Yeah, it makes me feel better when there's just random people
Yep,
around. So.
it enhances it.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't know, maybe Joel's right, and I'll do a down set because that felt a little bit not super productive. Because like the last thing I want is for my comment section to look like Cole's after one of his pull days. And I will wait till the editing room to see if that looked better, but it felt more laddie. And we're gonna dig into some standing abs to finish up the session. And I swear I'm not doing it on purpose, but the guy that has a problem in the comment section with my speech cadence is gonna have a field day with this vlog. And I don't know if it is getting over the sickness or just being back on the full body and it like being exciting to get into again, but I feel freaking reinvigorated. And like this feeling today is kind of like what I was talking about on the bench vlog last week, because like this feeling, like I'm only this excited because I embraced how not excited I was on the other day. And it's like if you let yourself have the bad days and you're okay with the bad days and you embrace the bad days, the good days get that much better. So that is the lesson. Have fun, take what's there, do what you got, and let the good days be good, let the bad days be bad. It all averages out in the end. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night.